The next printed project I'd like to show you how to complete is a register book. When you click on the register book, it's going to take you to a screen. The first screen that it'll take you to is the collect data screen. Here's where you can go through and you can enter some information about the deceased. So in this case, I'm just going to make up some information real quick. I'm just going to fill in the first couple options, and I think you'll get the idea after that. You'll see that there's several different data screens that you can fill in to produce a register book. Once you get your information filled out, you click Next. You choose the theme that you'd like to be able to use. Again, we have over 450 themes to be able to choose from. Click Next. And now it's going to take us to the Edit screen. From the Edit screen, the first page that you're going to see is actually, this is considered the cover of the register book, and this is going to be how we insert the photo into the first page, and then this is going to be what inserts into the front of the book. Now, if we go down to some additional pages, you'll see that we have a tribute page, we have an in-memory page, services page, final resting place, family record, then we have just a photo page. Now keep in mind, we have every single traditional page that you can imagine, and you can set all that up and set all your defaults by going to Page Sets and inserting the pages that you want for your register book going forward. I want to show you a couple easy ways on how this thing's actually personalized. If you already watched one of our previous demos, like to produce our candle maybe a few minutes ago, all of our editing works exactly the same. So as soon as you learn how to produce one product, you essentially know how to use our entire software program. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click over on the photo toggle, and I'm going to insert this photo into the cover of the book. So for our register book line, all of our register books have a small photo area, and this page would actually print onto a small it's going to go onto an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that's perforated. The photo will print onto it, the edges will tear off, and that photo will actually slide into the front of the register book. Now, for the rest of the pages, these pages will all print also on a standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and that paper is perfed along the top, the right, and the bottom. So when you actually print this page, you will get a full bleed on the top, the right, and the bottom. Again, to personalize some of these pages, extremely easy, just drag and drop. Set that any way you'd like. You'll notice that the name and dates automatically came in. You can adjust the text to anything you want. It works just like Microsoft Word. Up at the top, you can choose any font style, size, color, bold, italics, underline, left justify, center, right, and full justify. And then we have the option for single line spacing, also 1.5 line spacing, and double spacing. So if I were to page through this book, you can kind of see that we've got some of the different information that's auto inserting into this book. Now, we have a couple really neat features within this photo editor that could make your life extremely easy when producing a register book. Now, what we know is that every funeral home likes to be able to produce a register book differently. Certain funeral homes have information, they have certain ways on how they want the information to go into each page. So let me show you an example with how powerful this software program really is. Now, I'm going to need to zoom in a little bit so you can see the text a little bit better. And when I zoom in, what I want to do is I want to show you how powerful our design mode is. When I click design mode, what it's going to tell us is it's going to say design mode allows you to set all of your default preferences for future tributes. If you don't ever want to see that again, you can just check mark that and click OK, and you'll never see that message again. Now what happens is in design mode, you can literally design all of your register book pages. And essentially what you're doing is you're creating all your page defaults so that whatever you change in design mode, that's how your book will appear for all future tributes. And you never will have to mess with this again. So basically what you can do is you can come in here and you can set what we would call fields where you'd come in here to this screen and you would put, if you insert the deceased name field, this is what you'd get. If I inserted the birth date field, this is what you'd get. Now, based on the collect data screen and what you fill in there, the pages will automatically pre-populate. So if you're using one of our compatible funeral home management software programs that we actually import data from, man, it would be sky's the limit. We would make your life so easy then, because then you'd have zero data entry whatsoever. You'd have true data entry coming out of your funeral home management program. Once you get your page default set from design mode, you can either save it or not save it. I'm just going to hit no for now. That's how you would set all your fields. Now, another really neat option that we have is something called page sets. Going back to the beginning, what we were talking about, every funeral home likes to include different pages within their register book. By default, you can kind of see that we have the cover insert, the tribute page, in memory, services, final resting, family, and photo page too. But some funeral homes out there might also like to include the bears page, or they might like to include some floral tributes. If you'd like to be able to do that, simply just click on the page and you hit the arrow button, and that'll add the bears page as part of your default page set for all future books. That's how easy it is to set this up. Another cool feature within this screen is that you can actually create multiple page sets. So let's say for a certain religious background, you use one type of page set. Maybe for a non-religious funeral, you might use another page set. You can come in here, you can set all those defaults, and then you can simply choose which one you want for that particular family, and you don't have to keep recreating things from scratch. So it's a pretty neat feature that we've got. Once you get your register book all set up, all you do then is you click the next button. You'll see that it auto produces all of the register book pages for you. Okay, and then in the upper left-hand corner, we have the print button. When you click the print button, we've got a pretty neat feature here. What you can do is you can check mark the pages that you actually want to print. So, for example, let's say you want to start out by printing just the cover insert. You'd click on cover insert and you'd hit print. Now, let's say you want to click all the odd pages to print the odd pages first, and then you flip the pages over, click on even pages, and then you print on the other side of the pages, and boom, you've got your register book done. Once the pages come through the printer, tear them apart, you insert them into the book, and you've got a completed, personalized register book.